Hello students, good morning. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and fantastic. So, as you know that children, I am taking the revision class of the bridge course. So, whatever I have taught in the previous videos, that revision I am going to highlight once again. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to discuss about the some important facts which is related to French Revolution, and in this today's video we are going to discuss about important very important heroic character of the history. Yes children, his name is Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, today we are going to discuss some important facts about him and what kind of personality he was. So these many points we are going to cover in this particular video. Okay children, so today's video will be really very interesting. So be careful and watch up till the end. Okay children, so here in the previous video, we have discussed about the French Revolution. Well children, we discussed about the introduction of the French Revolution. Why the French Revolution has been taken place? Well children, the main purpose of the French Revolution was there to spread equality each and everywhere, and for the establishment of a democratic republic, the French Revolution has been taken place. Okay children, so this was the main aim of the French Revolution. Okay, so what were the reasons of the French Revolution? This point also we have discussed. So we have discussed along with the social reasons, economic reasons and political reasons. Okay children, so when the terms come for the social reasons, inequality was prevalent in the French society. So here the French society that was divided into three classes. The first classes, it comprises of the clergy, the second class that consisted of the aristocracy, and the third class that was consisted of the what children? Here lower class people. Okay, so the situation of the first two classes was really very good. They enjoyed all privileges, all facilities were enjoyed. They were less in numbers children, and children their income was really very high, and even government did not ask them to pay any kind of taxes. Okay, so but the situation of the ordinary people or the lower class people, that was really very bad. So in these lower classes there were peasants were there, intellectuals were there. So these many peoples were there, and their income was really very less children, and the government was asking to pay more taxes. Okay children, so this was a really very bad thing children. Okay, so here the lower class people, they were eagerly waiting how they are going to get an opportunity to rebel against the government. Okay, so this was all about the social reasons. When the terms come for the economic reason children, here France was a agriculture based country, but children here you can see that more people that were dependent on the agriculture itself only, but modernization was not there, production was lagging. Okay, so due to this reason children, here the production was very less. So this was also a main reason for the French Revolution. So when the terms come for the political reasons, so political reasons, the France that was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty, Louis XVI, he was the ruler of the France. So children, here you can see that he have a queen, her name was Maria Antoinette. Okay, whatever the reign of the Louis XVI, that was really very bad children. Okay, he did not participated in the administrative matters, and he did not have any concern regarding his subjects. Okay, then here his wife Maria Antoinette, she belonged from Austria and she was a foreigner. So the French people, they hated her very much, and even she too did not have any concern to the French people, and she was always engaged in interfering the administrative matters of the France, which was really not tolerated by the French people. This was the situation, children. Okay, so here these many reasons were there. Along with this, children, here the influence of the political thinkers like Montesquieu was there, Rousseau was there, Voltaire was there. Okay, they supported the rebels to rebel against the government. Okay, like this the French Revolution has been taken place. Okay, children, so what were the main goals of the French Revolution? Well, children, three main goals of French revolutions were there. The first one, that was liberty. So the French people, they wanted liberty, they wanted freedom, equality. So equality, children, here as you saw that in the social reasons we have discussed that three classes has been emerged, but all the privileges and the facilities, those were enjoyed only by the first class and the second class people. And when we will think about the lower class people, no facilities were there. So this was injustice, no children. There will be an inequality, no children. For the abolishment of this and for the spread of equality, so the French Revolution has been taken place, and the fraternity, so all are equal. So this thinking must and should has to be developed through this French Revolution. And liberty meant that everyone had all of their natural rights and freedoms. Okay, children. So equality meant that everyone would be equal in the eyes of the government. So there should not be any kind of discrimination on the basis of their caste, creed, color and sex. Okay, so the French people, they wanted for the implement of the equality in the France. Okay, children, so these were the main goals of the French Revolution. Okay, so once the French Revolution has been taken place, which was highly supported by our hero, our historic hero, his name is Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, so let's discuss who was Napoleon Bonaparte and what kind of changes he brought in France. Okay, children. So here you can see that Napoleon Bonaparte was the ruler of France. He was crowned as the king of France in December 1804. So he was known as the son of the revolution. Okay, so he was really very great personality. He brought so many changes in the France. Okay, so along with this, children, here you can see that who was Napoleon Bonaparte? Answer in one word means you have to write Napoleon Bonaparte. His terms come from 1769 to 1821. Was also known as Napoleon I. He was a French military leader and emperor who conquered much of Europe in the early 19th century. Born on the island of Corsica, Napoleon rapidly rose through the ranks of the military during the French Revolution, which has been taken place in 1789 to 1799. Okay, so this was all about the Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, children, so what kind of support he has given to the French Revolution? So as you know that, children, he born in 1769 in the islands of Corsica. Napoleon Bonaparte studied in a military school in Paris in 1799. He led a cup known as 18 Brumaire and became the first consul. Subsequently, by 1804, he was made Emperor of France. The ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity formed the touchstone of the French Revolution. So as you know that, children, the main important base of the French Revolution was that they wanted equality, because the social system, whatever that was existed in that time. So children, here you can see that there was no liberty for the lower class people, they did not have any kind of political liberty, religious liberty was not their children, and along with these children their life was really miserable and they have to tolerate insult. Okay, so this thing was there in the French society. Okay, so Napoleon Bonaparte, he rose as a hero. Okay, so next, along with this children, here you saw that, so what kind of changes he has brought. So what message we are going to get from the French Revolution? Well, children, through French Revolution, the idea of freedom. So the idea of freedom came, because as you know that political freedom was not there, religious freedom was not there, children. So the life of the lower class people, that was really very miserable. Okay, so idea of freedom we got. Abolition of monarchy. So abolition of monarchy. So whatever the rule of monarchy was there, that was abolished. As you know that, children, what kind of rulers were there in the Bourbon dynasty. So here Louis XVI, so he did not have any kind of maturity and thinking capacity. He did not have any kind of thinking capacity, and his queen Maria Antoinette, she too was indulged in the wasteful things. Okay, so this was the situation, children, here. And here, through the French Revolution, abolition of monarchy was spread, changes in the society were brought. So no first class, no second class, and no lower class. So these many classes were abolished, children. In terms of social, political and economic policies, so the political system was changed, the economic policies were also changed. Means here you can see that France was a totally agricultural based country. Modernization has been brought in the agricultural sector to get a good yield and for the purpose of the productivity. Okay, gaining equality. So each and every person was equal in the eyes of the government. Liberty. So the lower class people, they also got liberty and freedom. They also got liberty and freedom. Like political liberty was there, religious liberty was there. Okay, they too also gained a good place in the society. And fraternity was there, aim in which they succeeded through a long yet active procedures. Okay, so all were equal in the eyes of the government. This has been taken place, children. And children, here you can see that the end of the Napoleon Bonaparte also has been taken place. So he was defeated by the Duke of Wellington in the Waterloo battle, which has been taken place in Belgium. Napoleon Bonaparte, he suffers defeat at the hands of the Duke of Wellington, bringing an end to the Napoleonic era of European history. This has been taken place. So here let's have a eye how our hero looks. So this is Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, children, so along with this, children, here you can see that some scenes of the Battle of Waterloo also has been taken place. Okay, children, so here the Battle of Waterloo, which was fought on Sunday 18 June 1815 near Waterloo in Belgium, part of the United Kingdom of Netherlands at that time. Okay, children, so I hope up to here whatever concept I have taught, that has been understood by you. In this particular video, we discussed about the French Revolution, the reasons, the main goals of the French Revolution, why it has been taken place, and who was Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, children, so along with this we also discussed about the Battle of Waterloo, which was fought on Sunday 18 June 1815 near Waterloo in Belgium. It was a part of United Kingdom of the Netherlands at that time, and you saw that children, Napoleon Bonaparte has to face defeat in the hands of the Duke of Wellington. Okay, Duke of Wellington, he defeated Napoleon Bonaparte and bring an end to the Napoleonic era of European history. Okay, so along with this children we also discussed that here what message of French Revolution has been given. Well children, French Revolution gave the idea of freedom, abolition of monarchy was spread, changes in society were brought in terms of social, political and economic policies. Okay, I hope whatever points we have discussed in this particular video, this has been understood by you. Thank you for watching this video children, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you children.